These are randomly generated NHL players, and I will be selecting 20 of them to build my team. As you can already tell, for today's challenge, these players will be generated from the 05-06 NHL season. Once all the choices have been made, we will assemble this team on Dynasty mode and simulate through one full season with the hopes of winning a Stanley Cup. This is a new feature I've been working on for the random player generator, so let's see what kind of team we can put together for some old school NHL. First set of forwards, we get Shanaban. Wow, and Brad Richards. Why? I feel like I remembered Chyanik, but I don't know what team he played for or anything. Like, was it Colorado maybe? You know what? First pick, I'm going with Brad Richards. Next up, we have Brian Rolston. Oh yeah. 100% we are going with Marcasserol Naslund. Third forward, Hanzus, Dumont, and Kapanen. I'm leaning towards Hanzus because of the center position. Yeah, we're gonna scoop up Hanzus for this one. Yeah, here we go. It's required that at 50 and 07. 50 and 07. This team is gonna be disgusting. Jokinen is a solid, so is Ryder. No, we're going for Jokinen. Watch us win the Stanley Cup first try in NHL 06. That would be insane. McCammond. Daigle. Wow. That is fascinating. The man that was taken first overall and just kind of never really panned out. I'm going to go with Lang. Our next selection for the team is going to be... Oh, do I even have to say it? Darcy. We got bailed out at the end there. That was a rough roll up until he came out. Oh my word. Who do I take? Like, honestly, how can I choose between those two? Williams is Captain Clutch, the playoff legend. It's not an easy decision for me, but I am going to be going with Justin Williams. Scotty Upshall, Rod the Bod. We are winning the cup. This is already an all-star team. Our penultimate forward, we got Ruutu. He was a decent player. Wow, Svatos and Collins. Who do we acquire here? Let's go for Svatos. And now our final forward, I remember Lombardi, Afanasenkov, and that guy again. Easy pickings, we go Lombardi. Nobody informed the NHL about green screens, apparently, back in this time. I'm only slightly upset that we didn't get Doug Waite or Keith Tkachuk, but it is what it is. Oh. It's gotta be Schneider, right? Next up, we have... Why do you keep showing up, sir? 2 times in a row. I've had it. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it was Randy Carlyle put Paul Ranger out in the shootout, and he sort of just put on one hand and then kicked his stick, so 100% we're taking him. Next up, we've got... Wow, Cabriolet. That name is a throwback. It is not Thomas Cabriolet, but it is his brother. Frantisek is his name, I think. I do want to go with Cabriolet, but I'm not going to. Jean-Michael Lyles, he's got that little smirk going. You know what that smirk says? That smirk says we're winning a Stanley Cup. Oh, seriously? What is wrong with this guy? You know what? I'm just going to take him. I respect it at this point. He is dedicated. Our penultimate defenseman. Easy. Kevin Bieksa. Fire me up. He has transitioned from player to, like, analyst caster so well. Our final... Oh, no, I'm not. I 100% am going with Byfuglien. I love that guy. I really have no reason to like Byfuglien as much as I do, but when he was on the Jets, he was one of my favorite players, and I'm not even a Jets fan. You guys know that. I'm not an Arizona fan either, but one of the best logos of all time. Tell you that for free. And with that, it is time for Netminders. Oh, baby. Oh, my. What do we have here? It was an easy decision. I was going to go with Ryan Miller. No questions asked. But then Ole the goalie showed up. Shold? I'm terribly sorry, Ryan. But Ole is a Capitals legend. So he is the newest member of our team. Last and potentially least, we have... Not a great set of goaltenders here is what we have. However, just based on the amount of games played and a 900 save percentage, we will be acquiring Burke as our backup. I'm pretty sure you can do the international thing on NHL 06 as well, so let's go try that, put this team together, sim through a dynasty mode, and try to win that cup. Unfortunately, we need to draft some more players because only half of our defensemen were there. I couldn't find Ranger, Bufflin, or BXA, so let's run it back. This time I'm actually going to verify if they are in the game or not before I make my choice. I'm leaning towards Ham Hughes. He is in the game. We're good to go. Next up, we have Saved by Weidman. The only player I could find in the game is Melichar, and he's less than 70 overall. I love that for me. Come on, give me a stud here. Just one. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And with that, we can now officially head over to the sim. I love that in this game, it's the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim. We're not going to be able to add a team, so we're going to have to randomize one to remove. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I will be stopping right now. Columbus Blue Jackets, see you later. I love how the owner expectation is to obtain the #1 overall pick. Like, fam, give me something realistic here. Sure, we could tank, but doesn't mean we're going to win the lottery. The Baltimore Bruisers, 88 overall. Not too shabby. Whoa, we have a new email. Matthew Rennie. The sound effects in this game are elite. Yeah, that's crazy. Too bad I don't care. I put autofill for the last name, and honestly, I have no idea how to pronounce that. Holy, the chemistry of this team is unbelievable. We have Marcus Naslin on the second line, 98 overall. Our third line looking pretty good. First line, of course, is awesome. We do have some defensive problems on the third pair, but we just won't put them out, you know? So, Schneider, Caberlet, they get along. We got John Michael Lyles and Ham Hughes, big chillin'. Ole the goalie in net, 95 overall. Burke, 89. We are sick. Whoa, Jabroni's chasing me back even to this game. That's crazy. I don't know that you can just straight up disable injuries in this game, so we're just gonna simulate and hope for the best. April of 2006, here we go. The boys are buzzing early here. We are 3-2. Now we're not buzzing nearly as hard. We're even. Seriously, even the teams I draft on NHL 06 are buns. What is happening to me? I'm washed. I used to be pretty good, I think. All right, let's hold on here now. We do have a 6-game winning streak. Colorado puts it to an end, but whatever. If you guys just want to do that again, and then maybe again, and then a few times after that, what's the problem? One thing I would like to point out is that the simulation speed in this game is elite. I know there's nowhere in this square to put it, but I love how it doesn't even show you the score. It just shows W or L, and I can't see our record anywhere, so I have no idea how bad or maybe decent we're doing. I could be blowing the L's out of proportion. Like, maybe we're not actually losing that many games, but it does seem like quite a lot, at least 50%. Holy, long enough break? The All-Star break was massive back in the day. I don't remember that. Let me just do some quick math here. 2, 4, 6. Game winning streak. Is that any good? You know what? No, I would not like to stop for the All-Star game. Trade deadline is coming up in a few days. Let's keep her going here. We are still on a rip. I don't know what happened. The little symbol for the trade deadline is hilarious, by the way. Our second half of the season was easily 10 times better than our front 9, so I think we should be in a playoff spot, but again, I really have no clue how we're doing right now. Let's finish out the season strong. Come on, Bruisers. Big win against the Dallas Stars. We're on a 4-game winning streak. Keep the good times rolling. Why, Chicago, did you have to do that? It's all right. We're in the playoffs. Wait. Whoa. Chill out. Current streaks. I forgot they do that. The draft order we definitely did not accomplish what they wanted because we are the Bruisers. Washington Capitals. Wow. Oh yeah, I forgot there was the injury summary as well. I guess we didn't have any. The real question is, am I able to view other teams' lines in this game? And I'm not sure that I am. We finished 5th in the entire league, actually. 105 points, and we had 47 wins. So clearly that second half of the season saved our bacon. I love how it sorts alphabetically, and you have to actually go over to points and hit sort for it to go like that. But anyway, Brad Richards led the team, 91 points. Heater had 90, only 34 tucks. That's embarrassing. We got 78 from Langer and Naslund, and then it's a big drop off to Justin Williams. Defenseman, we got nearly 40 from Schneider, so almost 0.5 per game. That's not too bad. Caberlet's up there as well. John Michael Lyles, they did okay. Burke did not play at all. I forgot that there's no auto rotation in this. He did have an amazing save percentage, though. Unlike Ole the goalie. He didn't have many opportunities, but when he came in for relief, he was unreal. He's 39 in this game? Whoa. Svatos was a rookie for us at the age of 23. He had 26 points, 28 PIMs, and was a -22. Yikes. In the entire NHL, Nikolai Khabibulin had the most wins with 48. He had a terrible save percentage. I guess that's just the way it was back in the day, though. Only 1 shutout, 2. 3 here for Nurminen. Okay, yeah, this is interesting. The sim used to work way different. The most points for a defenseman is Gonchar with 62. We've got 60 for Leach. Sheldon Soray had 59. Zdeno Chara at the age of 29, 55 points. And your league leader and Art Ross winner is 24-year-old Marian Gaborik. He had 63 tucks, but that is nothing compared to Billy G's 73. Out of curiosity, who had the most penalty minutes? It was Barnaby. And we have Brad Mayday. He's right there. But then it's a fairly large drop up. Drop who?
I speak broken English.
Chris Simon, 178. He was a plus 15 though. And how about Keith Primo, plus 22? Attaboy. I love how they put position primary here. That's not even relevant to the stats at all. And I can sort by position anyway, so I don't need to do it from this screen. Our first round opponent, the Colorado Avalanche, they have Hayduk, Tanguay, and Sakic. That is scary. Rob Blake, Pierre Turgeon, Teemu Solani. This is an absolute wagon. How'd we win that first game? Tending the goal, they have Abisher. I forgot about him. I couldn't tell you what his overall is. Maybe we can see it through player info. Maybe not. Yep, 90 overall. Whoa, look at you go, David. Drafted in 1997. I don't remember this game having this much info. All right, well, you know the rules. First 3 games, but that doesn't really apply here because we already... Oh my, why are we dusting them so bad right now? Can we do it? Bring out the brooms? No, not quite. Don't let them get back into this thing. Don't you do it. Do not do it. Had me in the first half, not gonna lie. Chicago, our next opponent. Eric Daze, yeah, that guy was a beautician. Nearly 100 points. They've got Theo Fleury with 89, Tuomo Ruutu 64, Arneson. All right, they have a good team here for sure. I feel like Colorado was way better, but normally, the way these games work, we're going to lose now. Tending the goal, they have Habby Boulin and John Graham. Tebow, wow. Craig Anderson at 24 with no picture. Insane. You know them rules. First 3 games, their goaltending is 97. Okay, we started off with a win, but then we lost 2. That's all right, because we're going to win right here. Told ya. We're going to win again. We're going to win in Game 7. Oh. Well. I'm not sure if I can get into some sort of real-time sim with this or not. Yeah, we can. Okay, so 1-1 after 1. Oh, no. No. Oh, you're kidding. The Chicago Blackhawks take down the Baltimore Bruisers in Game 7. And your Stanley Cup champions are the Toronto Maple Leafs. We didn't even play bad, really. We got 3 players with 12 points in 13 games. Would have been nice if someone had 13, at least point a game, but whatever. Heater had 11 and 5 tucks, 8 for Naslund. Ole the goalie had a 286, which isn't bad. That save percentage is... We should have just started Burke. This guy is clearly a machine. Dwayne Rollison had 12 wins in the... Really? We're starting backups that often in the playoffs? Fair play, I guess. Oh, never mind. I wasn't sorted by the right category. Ed Belfour, right here. 16 W's and a 224 GAA. 882 save percentage. I guess this was before we moved the decimal point. Defensively, Brian McCabe would be your leader. 15 points in just 19 games. Nice. Philip Kuba had 11 points in 23 games, but then we've got Zdeno. 10 in 13 games played. He was on one. Last but not least for forwards, Marian Gaborik right at the top again. 35 points in 23 games. He is unbelievable. I wonder if it was Minnesota versus Toronto in the Stanley Cup final, maybe? We're going to find out. Owen Nolan had 34 points, 30 for Matt Sundin. Brian Rolston, 27. Daze. All right, let's go look at some trophies. The Hart Memorial goes to Billy G, but the Art Ross goes to Gaborik, as we saw. So the Art-Hart combo is split up. Rocky Richard also to Billy G. Yaroslav Modry acquires the James Norris. Marc-Andre Fleury with the Calder. Awesome. Martin Brodeur gets the Vezina. Eric Daze with the Lady Bing. Selke goes to Brendan Morrow. Owen Nolan with the Conn Smythe, so maybe the same thing applies. You can only win the Conn Smythe if you win the Stanley Cup. I love how we have J.S. Giguere and Patrick Waugh as the previous winners there, but nowadays, if you're a goalie, at least in modern NHL games, I don't know about real life, because I think Vazzy got one, but it's basically impossible. William M. Jennings to Bobby Lou. Bill Masterton goes to Tuomo Ruutu. Bill Guerin with the Lester B. Jack Adams to Jacques Lemaire. We actually have to scroll for this playoff tree. It was the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Minnesota Wild in the Stanley Cup final. Looks like that series went to 6. That's very weird to read that. Yeah, because the left is the seed and then the right is how many games they won. All right, so here is the Western Conference. We got past the Avalanche. We almost got past Chicago, and we could have taken on the Minnesota Wild, who are clearly insane because they dusted Chicago. The East looks like this. The Thrashers got in. That is Unreal. They actually pushed the eventual Stanley Cup winners, Toronto Maple Leafs, to 7. So good on them. Let me know what game you think I should do this for next. I really want to try with NHL 03 because that game was my second favorite, NHL 06 being my favorite. Still on that road to 60K, so if you could subscribe, that would be tremendous. Even in NHL 06, we can't win the cup.